So I need to do a video. I've been thinking a lot lately and I can't get it out of my head. And I don't script my videos, so when I talk, I'm just going off the top of my head, even though I've thought about stuff a lot. And what I want to talk about is a couple things I've seen on Facebook lately that really didn't sit well with me. The first one was how shall I word it? I don't know, racially motivated joke. I don't think it was really racial, but the intent was there. Maybe it was religiously motivated. Anyway, it had to do with the death of terrorists, Muslim terrorists. And in and of itself, the joke was kind of funny. And in and of itself, I do not support terrorism of any kind. I do not support fanaticism. And I don't support people that are willing to kill and hurt and maim and cause all kinds of problems without good reason. And there's really never a good reason to do such a thing. And like I said, it hit me wrong. I'm a big fan of non-politically correct humor, and I will go out of my way to say some things that are really out there. I have, just as an example, posted memes of some old guy, and the tagline was, "In my day, we whipped our slaves and beat our wives," or something like that, and it was pretty funny. Do I support slavery? Absolutely not. Not even remotely. Do I support any sort of inequality between men or women or beating anyone? No. No, not at all. But I think you can have something that's a joke that doesn't portray what you believe, and it can still be funny. The problem is how other people take it. And when I saw the joke on the Facebook page, I knew the guy that put it up, and I knew he wasn't a bad person with bad intentions, but he shared that joke, so I went to the page of the person that originally posted it. And it was hate-filled. It was completely and entirely intolerant to a particular religion. And you don't have to believe in a religion. I'm not saying anybody should believe or support or follow a particular set of beliefs. But someone isn't bad just because they have a religion. And someone isn't bad because they have a different belief than you do. And I don't support or tolerate hate. So when I looked at that Facebook page, I had no tolerance for it. And I knew that the joke wasn't posted because they thought it was funny, even if they didn't agree with the negative mindset behind it. They posted it because it promoted hate from their point of view. And that's what matters. It's the mindset of where it's coming from. It's the mindset of how an idea is delivered. And I saw another post that was talking about judgment. And it was talking about how bad being judgmental is. But that's wrong. We have to be judgmental. We have to look at a situation and make a decision about it without knowing the facts. Maybe not all the time, but a lot of times. Because you can't just presume everything in the world is good for you and everything in the world is a positive thing. That's not the way the world is. I wish it was. I wish the world was always positive, but it's not. So you have to be able to make judgment calls. But the idea behind the post I agreed with, and the idea behind the post was we shouldn't be hateful, we shouldn't be intolerant, and we shouldn't judge people based on the color of their skin or their religion or their age, etc., etc. And much like the previous joke, I went to the webpage of the person that this commentary on being judgmental came from. And it was an original post from them. They hadn't shared it, or they copied and pasted, I don't know which. But it was original from their page, from what I could tell. And it talked about not being judgmental. And it talked about giving love, which in and of itself, those are good theories. They're good ideas as an idea. So I looked through his Facebook page. And of the 17 immediately preceding posts, 15 of them were negative and included judgment calls that weren't very positive. They talked about hating people and treating people badly, and they talked about how he was so much better than other people. And I just really wonder, when we take the time to share a thought or an idea on Facebook, do we even consider where it came from? Because sometimes that matters. Do we consider what the person really means, not just what they said or how we perceive what they say? Because when we speak, when we share something, when we pass along an image, we also have to be somewhat responsible for the way people we are sharing that with take it. We have to start accepting that responsibility. It's not just about what you think, it's how other people take it. And that is one of the reasons why I stress so hard that people need to say not only what they believe, but why. And that is why I question people so much, to make sure that I understand what they're saying and why they're saying it. I think these things matter. And I think the world's in trouble. And I think as a species, we really need to come together, and we really need to focus on making things better. Because I don't see better happening. If we don't do something now to turn it around, it's just going to get worse. So I urge everyone, be responsible for your words. If you're going to share something, make sure that the people that you share it with understand your intention, and pay attention to where it comes from, because these things matter. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.